With this video, we will be doing Monique on Club Shay Shay interview, and if you want to help this channel and the content that we making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's go. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Y'all get ready?
Yes, you can.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. She definitely got the tea.
Okay.
Hey. She's slaying them with the hairstyles. I see you.
Look at it.
Pink. Hey. She on that leopard.
Yeah.
Leopard print. Subscribe.
Hey, my sweet babies,
What's
aka my
poppin'?
tea sippers.
Happening.
And she went from the leather to the snake skin. I like the snake skin.
Yeah, I like the way that wrap
That's
up.
different.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got to get into some things. There's a lot
get it.
going on right now. If you guys do not know, right now, Twitter is in shambles once again, okay?
Okay.
So right now, Cat Williams is trending. Club Shay Shay is trending. Kevin Hart is trending. Tiffany Haddish is trending. Taraji P. Henson is trending. And they're all trending because of who? Miss Monique, okay?
Hey.
Monique went on Club Shay Shay and she basically she put it all out there, honey. She didn't hold no prisoners and I was here for it.
Wow.
And so these clips are currently going viral all over social media. She talks about the whole Taraji P. Henson situation.
Okay.
She talked about Tiffany Haddish, honey.
Okay.
Kevin Hart.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and watch some of these. I'm going to give you my reaction as we're watching them. So yeah, this whole situation is just, it's crazy,
Okay.
honey. But I'm
So
here
it's
for
a
all this
reaction
mess,
to
okay?
reaction.
I remember our
Reaction to
beautiful
reaction.
sister Tiffany Haddish
Mm-hmm.
did an interview with GQ magazine, and this, in my humble opinion, is where we keep throwing each other under the bus. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person, and the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers.
Shots fired. Shout out to Club Shay Shay, because everybody coming in putting the boxing gloves on and they duking it out. It's a great platform where people's getting out the way they feel. Everything they say is going trending, and I'm here for all of
I
it.
think Cat Williams said it best. It's a safe place.
Yeah, it's definitely a safe place.
And it has definitely turned into a safe space and a safe place where
Yeah.
people are airing it out.
Yeah, all of it.
But you don't know your husband.
And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine,
Woo!
you may not have 2 DUIs.
Woo!
If
Woo! Shots fired!
Not playing.
Comedian. That's why I like when comedians actually say stuff, because they're gonna make it funny. They ain't just gonna say it. They're gonna say it in a funny way. That was funny.
like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs. If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with
Trying to sow the nerves
God
of 3
damn,
young
this
girls in 97.
she going in like Cat. Cat showed everyone the blueprint.
Truth is told in levity.
with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, you may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right.
Or it's a hard way to go. So once again,
But she doesn't even have a husband, let alone like yours.
well, damn it now, you said it.
She was like, I didn't say it.
And then you see the
You
way
said
she
it.
was drinking her drink
Yeah, she
as she
was
was
sipping.
saying it. Yo, see, I like it already.
Let alone like yours.
Well, damn it now, you said it.
Well, damn it.
I'm here for the
You
shade.
said it.
I'm here for it because
Facts.
Tiffany and a lot of them have been shading Monique over the years and acting like Monique is beneath them. And, you know, once Tiffany was on her little rise to the top, it was a lot of stepping on Monique. And the only person who really had Monique's back in the comedy space was Cat Williams.
Right.
Y'all remember the interview that he did years ago having Monique's back.
With him, you only got Tiffany Haddish. She been doing comedy since she was 16. You can't tell me your favorite Tiffany Haddish joke. Why? Because she ain't done a tour yet. She ain't done a special. She has not proven the ability to tell jokes back to back for an hour to nobody.
Wow.
And they already ready to down Monique and up somebody who has showed them Girls Trip. Did you think she wrote Girls Trip Goofball?
Right.
Or do you think that was already a script and they handed it to her?
And so the whole situation to me is that Monique, a lot of the truth that she was saying way back when has now come to pass. Just like when she talked about pay inequality. And a lot of us, and I can say including myself, you know what I'm saying, I threw some shade at her because I felt like she was doing a bit much. But then, you know, as the months and the years went on, I finally saw Monique's point in what she was saying and what she was trying to let everybody know. So I can take ownership to that.
That was her reality.
It was definitely her reality. And since she put that out there, more people came out saying the same thing, like Taja He, what's her name?
Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah, like her coming out saying the same thing, that she's not getting the money. And a plethora of people came out saying they're not getting the money. So much that the actors went on strike because the money was looking funny. So she got every right to speak her piece on how she feel, and nobody should try to down you because you're telling your life experiences.
Yeah, because until you walk down that road,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of roads.
Yeah, it's a lot of roads.
But when you walk down that road and you see what she's seeing, then it start to hit. Because for a minute, everybody was looking at her like she was crazy.
Yeah.
Now people looking at her like, man, you might have had some truth to what it might have been some merit there in what you was saying.
Yeah, because all we was getting was what we were seeing on social media, how it's being promoted on social media is different with somebody actually talking. And Monique, one of them type of people, she could talk. She could talk to your soul. We actually feel where she coming from.
Yeah, because they just flat out try to make her look greedy.
Yeah, facts.
They try to make her look greedy. And
Facts.
she was like, nah, it's not about greed. It's about getting paid what I'm worth.
I know my worth.
That's real talk.
And Monique is speaking truth. And unfortunately, sometimes it is the messenger that people don't like, not necessarily the message. And I think that a lot of people didn't like who the message was from. Yeah. And she addresses that with Shannon Sharpe, and I'm really glad that she did. So we're going to go ahead and watch that real quick as well.
When I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch.
Yes.
However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes.
Right.
And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes.
Right.
We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes.
Right.
And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it,
Right.
when I said it,
Why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it? Now all of a sudden everybody is coming, and I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a...
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it got to do because people think that that's just their situation and that's not going to happen to them. As we started finding out, we thought all rappers was getting money, but we found out over time that the same thing is happening to all the rappers. They're all getting got the same way for their publishing. They're not getting the money they're supposed to get. In the same type of situation. We just look at them as they get what they're supposed to get, but in real life, they don't actually begin what they're supposed to get.
Yeah, it's a sad trend, and somebody has to stand up and say something.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she had the courage to say something when she did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people know it's not like it's not one of those things that was said quietly so people would forget.
Yeah.
It made just enough noise that now that things are coming back to the light, it's like, I do remember that.
Yeah, and it's like we're in that era right now where everybody's going back, bringing up stuff that was said a long time ago and be like, oh, that was true. And they seen it in a different light now than they was when they first seen that clip. Or
Real talk.
Yeah.
There's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party.
Right.
You a big fat black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. Ooh. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. Ooh. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. Ooh. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes.
She is saying the truth because when Monique was speaking about this a few years ago, she was dismissed by a lot of people. You know, like I think for the most part, like we understood where she was coming from, but I definitely agree with her that most people felt like you should just be glad that you're invited to the cookout. Right. You should just be glad that you, as a black woman, a heavy set black woman, a dark skinned black woman, you should just be happy to even be in that space.
It's a sad truth, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people go through it, but it take people with her like with the courage to say something.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Get the attention
Breathing
on
that air. Let alone you're asking for what you think you're worth. Like, who you think you are, Meryl Streep? You know, and now we see, fast forward, 5, 6, 7 years later, we see Taraji on this same hobo tour literally regurgitating the same lines that Monique regurgitated. Remember when Monique said, I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for the little girls that are coming up behind me. Taraji said the same thing on stage. Yeah. But it's very interesting that when it's a different messenger, everybody's receiving it. And that's what I was saying in my live stream a few weeks ago, that I felt like, no, we were all wrong. Everybody should have received it when Monique was saying this. Right. Why is it not being received now that Taraji is saying this? And why didn't Taraji speak up for Monique back then? Because again, when she was the it girl, she was cool basking in the glory and the fame. Now we fast forward, Empire's over. She's getting, a few roles here and there, but she's still having to struggle when she shouldn't be. Right. Taraji's a talented actress, funny. She actually went to college for acting. Baby boy. She didn't just luck up. She put in the work. So there's no reason why she's still struggling. And so I wish Taraji would have said something or at least co-signed with Monique back then. But I get it. People...
I think she didn't want to co-sign it because she didn't want to get the same treatment, blackball, that we all seen Monique was getting. We all could tell it was sort of seemed like she was like blackball after she made them comments. So when people see other people getting blackball, they don't want to be in the same situation, so they stay away from it.
Yeah, man, and it's a shame because that's when you need people to stand with you most. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that's why things like this have gone on for so long because there's no unification. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just somebody on an island by themselves screaming, help me. Yeah. Hoping somebody hears them and gives a damn.
Yeah, because you want to stand up for them because when it's your turn, you want them to stand up for you.
But see, that's the thing. Nobody ever thinks it's their turn until it's their turn.
Facts, and that's how it goes. But everybody's saying everyone gets a turn.
Everybody gets a turn.
Facts.
Get scared. They don't want to ruffle feathers.
Yeah. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. Right. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. Definitely. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with her back straight and a chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that. But we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. Wow. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. Right. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs when we begin to question black love and black unity. Right. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong. I'm not the first one, but we get washed away in history so easily that we start thinking, oh, this is the first one, this is the first one. Her name is Claudette Colvin. And she's not the first one, but she was before Rosa Parks. But because Claudette Colvin did not fit the picture that they thought she should look like. She was dark-skinned and she had coarse hair. And because
Claudette Colvin was the girl who initially started the bus boycott down south. She was a young...
I just learned something new. I didn't know that. You feel me? Shout out to Monique. Out here dropping gems.
Straight up.
15-year-old teen mom. And she refused to give up her seat. And the NAACP heard about this and they wanted to, tell her story. Right. But a lot of people thought that she wasn't worthy because, one, she was a teen mother. She was dark-skinned. She didn't fit the aesthetic. So they replaced her with Rosa Parks. And they made it seem like Rosa Parks was the person who had to move to the back of the bus and refused and got arrested. But it was really a 15-year-old teen mom.
Wow.
Who led that movement to what it was, but she got forgotten in history.
Shout out
so
to
I'm
her.
really glad that Monique brought her up because she does not get her just dues or her props simply because of a situation that she was in as a teenager and because she was a dark-skinned young black woman.
It's crazy.
The organization, I believe it was the NAACP, did not think she would be accepted by the white people. They had to get...
So it just mean like it was all a marketing strategy.
They needed a figurehead.
It was all just a marketing strategy, which is crazy.
Yeah, because you got to think what you was selling though.
Yeah.
You was selling freedom, the hope of it, and the hope of equality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get a second chance.
Nah, not at all.
Somebody that they said the white people could accept. We keep repeating the same thing because what I said is no different than what anyone else is saying. Not at all.
Right. Not at all.
It was the messenger.
Right.
And it was the way that I'm not putting my head down. I'm not shedding one tear. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say their name because I might get in trouble. I'm going to say all of it.
Right.
Because when you really think of...
She's not sugarcoating the damn thing.
She a real one. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who get offended. I'm speaking my truth and I don't care how you feel about it. Because you don't care about how you offended me, so why should I care about if you offended?
Right. That's the deepest thing. I'm telling you, because nobody cares about how they offend the person.
Yeah.
So there should be no rules of how reciprocity is given out, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
About that little girl coming behind you. What I don't ever want that baby to see is me broken. I don't want her to see me falling apart. And I understand it. I understand how it can happen, Shannon, when you may not have a foundation at home. Correct. When you may not have that man at home or that woman at home, whomever, that support person saying you're not crazy.
Right.
I got you. Come on. We're going to go through this. We're going to get through this. So...
It's nothing better than getting through some issues with somebody that actually got your back. They understand the situation because we all need somebody to talk to, bounce our ideas off. We all need support system. Shout out to her for being someone that having a support system because nowadays being promoted and you hear a lot of females saying I don't need that support system. I don't need that support system. And she like, yo, you better take another look at it. I have a support system and that's why I'm able to do the things that I do because I have a support system. We react to music all the time and all the songs we hearing is I don't need a guy, I don't need a guy, I don't need a guy, I don't need a guy. And I'm glad it's a new message coming out here like, yo, having a guy is cool.
And it's important.
What I'm saying?
It's very important to have that strong support system because when you do bounce those ideas and then you have that support system, it allows people to think in a way where they don't question themselves.
Yeah.
Like, just think if she was questioning herself, you know what I'm saying, in this situation.
Yeah.
It went over a whole lot different. But she had that support system to say, nah, babe, you're right.
You're not crazy.
Stand up for what you believe in.
You're
I got
not crazy. Yeah, and that's a dope thing. I like it.
For us, if we start taking things for what they are and get out of our emotions, we would be so far along.
Facts.
So y'all just heard what Monique had to say. She was saying some real stuff. I mean, she spoke on a lot during that interview. And just shout out to Shannon Sharp. He is doing his thing with Club Shay Shay. Like I said, I was watching it way before the Cat Williams interview.
Shay Shay.
But the interviews that he's gotten and the way that he actually listens to his guests, I love. The fact that he allows his guests to speak, I love. And I'm glad that Monique was able to go on her platform. And I'm glad that Monique is now getting her flowers.
Facts.
Because Monique has been in the game and she deserved better. She deserved for all of us to rally behind her and say, you know what? She is telling the truth.
Right.
It is bigger than her. It is the kids coming behind us.
Right.
And sometimes when you're the first to speak on something, when you're the truth teller, you do get blackballed, blacklisted, mistreated, shadow banned. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I see where Monique is coming from, and I'm just glad that she's still choosing to speak out and use her platform and use her voice to speak for those who are voiceless. So this was a really wonderful interview. So if you guys have not seen it, definitely check it out. I think it's about 2 hours long. It's on Club Shay Shay, and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this entire situation with Monique. Did you watch the full interview? What did you guys think of it? How do you guys feel about what Monique had to say about Tiffany Haddish and Taraji P. Henson? So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Make sure you guys hit this video with a like. Feel free to share the video. And most important, make sure you still subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to y'all later.
It's Lamar Wilson here representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lower cases.
No spaces.
And you can find us on Facebook. And when you do, follow the page, like the page, share the page, and come back. All right, I'm going to get right on into this. We was checking out Lovely T TV.
Yes.
And she was sitting here checking out, reacting to the Shannon Sharp interview with Monique.
Yeah. So he's on fire right now.
Yeah, man, he lit. Lit. And everything he seems to do turns to gold right now. Everything he touches, he got the Midas touch right now.
Definitely.
But I thought this was a cool interview. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And Monique once again speaks her mind.
Yeah.
With such clarity.
Right.
You know what I mean? She has like this maternal side to her where you just listen different when she talks.
She feel like one of the females in your family.
Yeah, she really do. She really do. And if you listen to her, you take that wisdom in, man. Yeah. And now she was dropping jewels all day.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this whole interview. What do you think about it?
I think it was a great interview. Just like Cat Williams, I think Monique speaks very well, articulates herself very well, and she talks from the soul, and she was coming from a place where time has passed. She said it 10 years ago, so enough time has passed where it's happened to other people. And she could use them as examples, like this is what I'm talking about. It wasn't just me, it's happening to other people. Y'all see one of the sisters breaking down. I'm in front of y'all. This is what is happening in this game. And I'm just glad that Shannon Sharp just sit back, like she said, and just let her talk. You feel what I'm saying? When somebody got stuff to get off their chest, don't keep asking them questions. Let them talk and get off their chest. And it seemed like he did a good job with this. I think Lady T, Lovely T, did a great job giving us the information.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what else she come out with. As more stuff come out, we definitely going to cover that. And I can't wait to do that. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.